Welcome to Grown Men Chopping It Up. This your boy J.R. Rydha, and I'm with my ace,
Kerry. I say Kerry Witta K. This is a safe place for a grown-up after dark talk.
We'll give you a few minutes to put the kids to bed.
Because it's 21 and over. It's 21 and over. It's 21 and over.
All right, let's get to it.
Today's podcast is brought to you by the term hella, the most frequently spoken word in the Northern California language, meaning extremely, really, very. Thank God LA is hella far away. Bay Area slang, baby.
Okay. I'm hella happy to be doing this.
You know what I'm saying? We hella tight.
Man, it's about to be a hell of a show.
I hella like doing this podcast.
Man, I hella like this. I hella had a good day at work.
I didn't.
Oh.
I was sleepy all day.
All day?
Because I got woke up in the middle of the night.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about?
Suck it. Hope you wash your hands.
Hey, I didn't use my hands.
Wow. Hey, so this show today, let's jump into it, man.
Wow, let's do it.
You gonna start it off?
Hey, I'll start it off with something a little more tame, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
This is something it's basically for the fellas because some of them don't understand what cuffing season is.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to give y'all the cuffing season schedule.
Okay.
For the year.
For the year.
You know, just straighten it out for you fellas.
So you understand what cuffing season means.
Exactly. Cuffing season is when you grab your girl a girl that's available.
Okay.
So cuffing season scouting starts August 1st to the 31st. So we in the scouting phase right now.
Okay. Scouting because summer's pretty much winding down.
Yeah, summer winding down. Everybody back where they live at.
So you should have stockpiled.
All right.
For the summer.
All your numbers and your chicks.
Okay. You stockpiled and then now cuffing season preliminary.
You scouting August 1st to 31st. Now drafting doesn't start until the 1st to the 30th of September. That's when you hold your draft.
Okay.
Find out who's about what, what's going on with these women.
Okay.
Who's got the fattest ass, who's got a better job, a car, where she live at, proximity to where you live at. That makes a big difference.
Okay.
So then tryouts are October 1st to the 31st.
30-day tryouts.
30-day tryouts. So you got to get as many of them in as you can.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Hold your tryouts, and make sure you put them through all the ringers, all the things you got to put them through.
Okay.
Hit it from the back, put your finger in her butt, see how she kiss, how she act when you pull her hair. If you talk shit about her ex, what's she going to do? That kind of shit.
Okay.
Now, your preseason is November 1st to the 30th.
Ooh.
Now, it just so happens that Thanksgiving falls during the preseason.
Right, that's what I was going to say.
So make sure the ones you messing with in the preseason, one of them can cook, or their mama can cook at least. Because somebody got to feed you.
Okay.
So, officially, cuffing season is December 1st to January 15th. That's
official?
Yeah, you got the one girl that you messing with, that's who you rolling with. December 1st to January 15th. Because Christmas is in there. New Year's is in there. And it's right before Valentine's Day. You don't take your girl into Valentine's Day. And I'll tell you about that later. So
Okay.
official cuffing season, is December 1st to January 15th. Now the playoffs is January 16th to February 13th. Playoffs. So you grab the good one because February 13th, you hitting Valentine's Day.
Right.
So you get that good one in the playoffs. You might have to re-gift something. That's probably a whole nother subject for later. Re-gifting, there's art to that. So then your playoffs, January 16th to February 13th. Your championship game is February 14th. That's the one. That's Valentine's Day.
Right.
Wow, you get that good one for that day. So now your debate spring break is February 15th to March 14th.
Okay, spring break.
That's spring break. They let them do what they gonna do. You know what I'm saying? But you got the few that you holding on to. Now, you can either resign or spring break March 15th to April 15th.
Okay.
You know, that's when you decide who you gonna cut or leave or whatever. So the last date is cuffed or uncuffed by April 16th to July 31st.
Okay.
You decide if you're gonna roll with some or you're gonna roll with none of them and start all over again for scouting on August 1st.
Scouting starts August 1st.
So that's your year of cuffing season.
Give them a quick recap again of official cuffing season rules.
See, the cuffing season rules are, you want the schedule or the rules?
Let's do the schedule.
The schedule. Okay, the schedule is scouting August 1st to the 31st.
Mm-hmm, scouting.
Drafting September 1st to the 30th.
Okay.
Tryouts October 1st to the 31st.
Uh-huh.
Preseason November 1st to the 30th.
Okay.
Cuffing season officially is December 1st to January 15th.
Okay.
The playoffs, January 16th to February 13th.
Uh-huh.
Championship game, February 14th. Debate spring break, February 15th to March 14th.
Uh-huh.
Resign or spring break is March 15th to April 15th. And then you either cuffed or uncuffed by April 16th to July 31st.
So there's rules to cuffing season too?
There's rules to cuffing season.
Okay.
I mean, the girls that are going through, like, you're scouting, right? You have to decide then if you care if they have a man or not.
Okay.
Now, the thing is, I mean, I know I said earlier, if she minds you talking down about the ex or whatever, but that's not what men do.
Right.
You know, we don't do that kind of thing.
We shouldn't. That's against the rule.
Yeah, you don't even care if she has a dude or not. What you want to weigh is how dangerous this nigga is. You don't want to mess with OG Pookie Loke's girl.
Right.
Because this nigga got no job.
Right.
he can show up at yours.
He got nothing but time to shoot you.
Yeah, that's all he got is time. And you don't know if this nigga got a key or not.
Right.
So he could have a key to come in the house and let you have it in the ass with a gun.
Right, and that wouldn't be good.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, that would not be fun.
So don't mess with OG Pookie Loke's girl.
No.
You know, and just leave it at that.
No Pookie Loke.
We got a special guest in the house.
Hey, special guest.
Hey,
Hello.
special guest.
Hi.
You made it.
This is Steph.
Hi.
I talk about Steph all the time. She just dropping in. She's not gonna stay though.
Not this time.
Not this time.
Oh, that was so cute.
Bye, Steph.
Bye.
Oh, so cute.
So make sure that you know the rules to cuffing season. Don't mess with somebody's girl if the dude is dangerous.
Or if you can't fight.
Yeah, if you can't fight, you shouldn't be messing with nobody. Because you can't protect her if somebody grab her booty at a party. They're going to be like, what this nigga gonna do? He a sucker. They gonna look at you like, and grab your girl's ass in front of you.
Ooh. That's just ugly.
I'm not taking that. I'm going to go out like Shine. I'm busting.
You gonna shoot the glove up?
I'm shooting the club up. They gonna be like, that nigga went crazy. So, dude touched his girl. He shot everybody in that motherfucker. Everybody gonna get it.
Man. So I'm gonna roll into my next topic, which is, I guess, kind of like Puffy kind of just brought this back to the forefront again. And he said he's not ready to get married, but he would do a love contract. And so I've been saying that for years because I researched marriage, and I was telling somebody today, marriage is the only contract that you would sign that's worded the way that the contract is signed. Right? So if I tell you, hey, look, you're going to pay for this house 50, 60, 70 years. You're going to do everything for it. You're going to take care of it. You're going to cut the grass. You're going to put new roofs on it. And then I'm going to take the house. You're going to still pay for it.
That's messed up.
I mean, it's just like when you start breaking down marriage, it's not a great contract. So I thought about something like a love contract. And when I was thinking about the love contracts, I looked up a few, and I had just thought about a few. And some of the stuff, I even challenge people who are in relationships now, even if you're married. So basically what I was thinking was, if you're married and you're not getting what you want out of the marriage, you don't have a lot of options, right? You have two options. You either stay or leave.
Wow.
And if you don't want to leave, then you really don't have any options. So I would say, well, if you did a love contract and it's reviewed every so often, and each party can say what they want or what they don't want. So even if you were married, let's say you're married now, and you say, okay, Steph, let's sit down and make a love contract.
Right.
And so in the love contract, it could be as stupid as like in this one it says, I will catch spiders without flinching, even if it's the big hairy ones.
That's heavy.
But I'm just saying, it doesn't have to be. That's like something cute.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be like
Right.
rigid.
I will not hog the remote.
Oh, I can't agree to that.
I never look at another's butt. Never look at another woman's butt.
Yeah, that's hard.
I will tell you, you're always right.
Who was this written by? A woman?
But what my point is that, okay, let's say you're married, or let's say you're in a long-term relationship. If you come up with a love contract instead of a marriage, what's the difference?
Right.
So if you're married, it's a legal binding arrangement.
Yeah.
Right? So you can't just get out of it. If you want to get divorced, well, luckily in California, it's a no-fault state.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have to be anybody's fault. But a person can drag their feet for as long as they want.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
So it's no hurry. So if you come home and your girlfriend's sucking the neighbor's dick, you're going to have to still go through a process in order to get out. And you can lose a whole lot in that process.
And you got to pay $400-something
Yeah,
to start it.
I mean, just starting is $500. Every time somebody says something back, it's another couple $100.
See, ridiculous.
So if you did a love contract, so let's go back to my love contract. So in this love contract, you put the things that you think are important for you, and she puts the things that are important for her. So now let's say she says something like, I want you to take me on a walk 3 times a week.
Okay.
7 days, 3 times a week, I want to go on walks. You say, hey, I want head 2 times a week, and I want to have sex 1 time in the shower.
All right.
And she says, I want you to cook and clean up the dishes twice a week.
See?
You know what I'm saying? So you can start putting all these things. And so you sit down and you review the love contract when it's due. Let's say this is 2 years. After 2 years, you sit down at the table, you pull out your love contract, she pulls out her love contract, and you guys review it. Yeah. And if a person is slacking in any department, you say, hey, in our contract, you agreed to this. Yeah. So let's renegotiate. Right? Yeah. Well, I don't want to give you head 3 times a week.
Wow.
Well, maybe I need to renegotiate this relationship.
Yeah.
Right? And then you guys can sit there and look at it on black and white paper and decide if this, you can look at these contracts and this person can say, I cannot do any of these things that you want, or I don't want to. Mm-hmm. When you're married, a person that doesn't want to do those things, they just stop doing it. Mm-hmm. You never talk about it. There's no easy way to bring it up. Once the sex starts to fail in your relationship, there's no way to bring it up to make it come back. Right? There's no easy way.
There's no polite way.
Yeah, there's no polite way. There's no sweet way you can be like, hey, would you please stuff my cock down your mouth? You know, like there's no nice way to do it. No. She stopped doing it because she doesn't like you anymore.
That's right.
He stopped eating your pussy because he doesn't like you anymore.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So he doesn't find you attractive anymore. So there's nothing you can say. But I'm just saying, like with this love contract, at least it's gonna be reviewed.
Yeah.
And when it's reviewed is when you can talk about these things. And if you have the kind of relationship where the person doesn't want to talk about these things, then you don't need to be in the relationship. Mm-hmm. You don't have a relationship. So that's why I said I want to challenge all the people who's listening, everybody who downloads. I want to challenge you to sit down and start a love contract. And I'm gonna go over it a little bit more. There's so many different ways that you can write these. Mm-hmm. So, it could be like, hi, my name is, and then you just write it. Like, I commit to love you unconditionally, wholeheartedly. I'll respect you. I'll trust you. You can go that route. Yeah. Or you can go more specific. Like, hey, I want head twice a week. I want this and this. And like you said, people will say anything in the beginning of a relationship.
Yeah, they'll tell you anything.
Right, but you never can review it. Right? It's just that they just stopped. But now I can call you on it in a way where it's not like me calling you on it. We're just reviewing our love contract. And while we review it, it might be that we don't need to be together. Yeah. Not that you need that, but it might be another way to help these conversations go along. And it might be something where you forget to some of the stuff that you said you were going to do.
Yeah.
You know, so here goes one, right? To be romantic, to love each other more every day, to make each other smile once a day, to always take time to listen, to grow old together, to spend every Valentine's Day together, to be as much love as possible. I mean, that's something that's kind of like, you know.
That's long term.
That's long term.
Grow old together.
So you could have different kinds of love contracts. I'm not saying marriage is wrong. Marriage is great. It's a beautiful thing. You know, but it's not for everybody.
It's not for everybody, yeah.
Like, when I was listening to Puffy, he basically said that he can't guarantee. I think he said something, it was like 80-20. He's like, 80% of the time, I'm going to make you feel like the most incredible woman on the planet. 20% of the time, you're going to be like, fuck, why did I even mess with him? So he's like, I'm not going to put nobody through that. People, stop getting married because you feel like it's a trend or you got to. Yeah. There's other options out there. Do the love contract. If it doesn't work, at least it's something where you can keep reviewing and you can keep changing it as you change. Mm-hmm. Because certain things you might not be important to you anymore.
Yeah.
So you change your contract as you change yourself.
Yeah, because people do change.
People change all the time.
Yeah.
You could have liked, having sex in the shower. Now, you know what? You got a bad knee. Fuck having sex in the shower. Right. So you don't need that in the contract no more, but you sure love oxtails.
I know I do.
Right. And hey, look, and like I said, I always try to think of ways for people who are in relationships and are in marriages to add something different to it. Mm-hmm. And that's what I think this does.
That's good.
Love contract versus marriage. It's not just one way to look at things. Maybe you're not religious. If a person's not religious, then why are you getting married in the church? Because marriage, some people see it as an agreement before God.
Right.
Well, if you're not having an agreement before God because for whatever reason, then maybe go a different route.
Yeah.
Because as we see, 50% of marriages end in divorce. So that don't work.
Yeah.
So let's try something different. And that way, a person doesn't feel like they're trapped. Mm-hmm.
What do you think about short-term marriages? They floated that idea like last year. Like they said a short-term marriage would be like 5 years. Mm-hmm. And after that, you can either renew or get out of it.
I think that's perfect. I think so many people are in relationships and marriages who don't want to be in, but don't not want to be in.
Yeah, they don't want to be the bad guy.
And this is what I always tell people. I have some people I talk to, and I'm like, why are you there? Oh, I'm there for the kids. And I always say this same thing. I said, so if you came home and the UPS driver was fucking her, what would you do? Oh, I'd leave. Well, why don't you leave? Well, what about the kids?
Right.
Like, well, that would be my excuse. Oh, so you don't want to be the bad guy.
Yeah.
No. And it's like, to me, there's so many people who are in that same scenario where they just don't want to be the bad guy.
Too many.
And they're saying, oh, I'm here for the kids. But if you came home and she was fucking the mailman, you would be like, I'm out.
Yeah, you ain't taking the kids with you.
You ain't taking the kids. You ain't still staying. And I say, look, just stay because you want to stay.
Yeah, don't lie.
Yeah, don't try to make an excuse. You're not as unhappy as you say you are.
Right.
But I think more women would get out in that 5 years than men. Because by a 5-year mark, we've already done so much shit in the marriage. We're like, hey, I'm good now.
I'm doing good. You're tired of her by then.
Right. And the women are like, no, I think you're more settled in.
Yeah.
And the women are like, wait a minute, I fucked up.
I didn't know all this. I need to fuck with the neighbor.
Right. I could have stayed with Fabioso.
That's crazy.
So I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. I just say, love contract. I challenge everybody, even if you're in a happy relationship. I challenge you to make a love contract. I think it's a way that you can get some more insight into your relationship than you have already. And for people who want to get out, just think about it. It could work two ways. If you're in a great relationship, it can show how great you are in your relationship. Because if you make a love contract and you already do all the things that she wants, you're winning.
Yeah.
And then it's another way too. You do a love contract and that person does nothing that you want. It also shows them that too.
Yeah.
It shows them this person will know that they really don't know you. Yeah. How many people get married and when the kids get grown and move away, they realize they don't even like the person?
Yeah.
Because they always had that buffer. The buffer is the kid. You take the kid out of the equation a lot of times, and most people don't even have anything in common.
Yeah.
They spend their free time separate. They watch different programs.
Yeah.
They don't have the same hobbies. It's like, okay, when you remove that buffer, if it's work, if it's kids, they don't like each other. Why not do something right now to point it out to that other person what you need in order to be happy in a way that's not just, throwing them under the bus. This is, hey babe, let's make a love contract. I just think it'd be cool. I heard it on a podcast. Yeah. I never thought about it. And then you can write down like, man, I really would like head twice a day. Twice a week. Yeah. It might blow her away. She's like, oh, I didn't even know you like head. Right. You ain't asked for it in 10 years. Well, yeah. I ain't asked for it because I didn't think you like it. Oh, I love sucking dick. I do the neighbor all day.
Why you think the pool boy over there? We ain't got no pool.
Right, So there's so many things I think like this can be used in so many different ways in a more positive or a negative way. But it's also a way also to communicate.
Right. Because we want black love to succeed.
Yeah. And if not, fuck it.
If not, FTB. But which leads me right into my point of I've been doing a little bit of research, not a lot, because this doesn't require a lot of research. That I'm hearing that black women are justifiably bitter. I don't know about justifiably, but it says that they're justifiably bitter.
That's a big word. Yeah. How many women can know what that means?
Right. Like they have justification for being bitter. Now, here's a few reasons why they say that black women are justifiably bitter.
Okay.
Now, one of the reasons it says is that too few black men are stable and employed. Like, not enough of us are stable and employed.
Okay.
Now, I don't know if they include stable if you're living with your mama. That's pretty stable because you ain't got to pay no rent. If you know who I know. So, employed, I know a lot of brothers ain't, they're hustling. That's their thing. I'm hustling. I don't want no job. I don't work for the man. I'm going to just hustle and do this, that, and the other. But just know that in that instance, you're making black women bitter. They're looking at you like, you the reason why I don't want to be with y'all. So the second one is...
He's messing it up for everybody.
Yeah, he's fucking it up for the whole gang. The second one is 1 in 10 are incarcerated, which means you're unreachable unless they want to write to you. And most dudes in jail get snatched up by them fat white women that write into random convicts, because everybody got them a white one that's in jail.
Right.
And it says that they don't want ex-convicts as husbands, which I don't think that's such a bad thing to have ex-con as a husband, because at least he can protect himself.
Right, he can fight.
Yeah, he can fight. He gonna defend you when dude touch your booty at the club or wherever. He gonna look out for you. The third one is they say black men tend to maintain relationships with multiple women.
Like players.
Right. I think those aren't so much as relationships as they are sexuationships.
Whoa.
Ding. That's my word.
Trademark.
Yeah, I'm talking about. So they find that to be an issue too. Probably especially in places like Atlanta, where the women totally outnumber the men. And then lastly, it says that they're sad because of these things. They feel a bit melancholy. So all these things put together makes them sad. But what do you think about them being justifiably bitter?
I think that I know a couple females, and you talk to them, and they want relationships really bad, and almost to the point where they're sad and angry, and that turns dudes off.
Yeah.
Like I always say, be the best that you can be, and whoever's for you is gonna show up, and you'll be ready. But you're so busy. One, if you made bad choices in dudes, that was your choice, and so you mad at him, but now you taking it out on other people. Like you can't never change who you are by your core. Because when you change who you are by your core and become bitter and mad and angry, what you mad for? Dating is a game.
Yeah.
And it's a risk. If you don't want to take no risk, don't date nobody.
Right.
If you date somebody, you got to run that risk.
Yeah, and every day you're taking a risk anyway.
Yeah, and ain't nobody promised to nobody.
Right.
Like, so you got to get the fairy tale stuff out of your head first. Because happy ever after is when you make happy ever after.
Right. It doesn't come to you.
Yeah, it doesn't come to you. No matter what. I have a friend, and she was just like, I got another friend, and she been married all these times. How come I can't get married? How come I can't get a dude? I said, you can. Let's roll through the hood, and you can get you a dude. And she's like, no, I don't want a dude like that. Exactly.
Yeah.
So you can be in a relationship. Being in a relationship is easy, but being in a relationship that you want, that's handpicked for you, is hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it take time. It take trial error. You gotta get out here.
You gotta kiss a lot of frogs.
There you go. I mean, a lot of times you see people in relationships and you think they are happy. That don't be true.
Right.
Like Facebook relationships don't mean it's true. I hate when people put relationship goals and put some celebrity. Then 3 weeks later, celebrity is broke up. Like just be yourself. So the whole bitter part, I know it's hard because people think that they want relationships and shit, but I don't know. I just don't. I don't like the whole bitter, angry, sad. Like you got to be happy with yourself. I tell people all the time, I'm perfectly happy being out or at the home chilling.
Yeah.
I could be chilling with somebody or chilling by myself. And anybody who knows me know I chill by myself because I like me.
Yeah.
And so once you like yourself, everything else is just cookies.
Yeah, it's extra.
And these people, a lot of, like you said, they're angry. They're not just angry at the relationships and the dude. They're angry at themselves.
Man, it should be.
And so once you angry with yourself, how you gonna be happy for somebody else?
Yeah.
They get in relationships and they unhappy in a relationship.
It's unhappy people.
Yeah, they unhappy people. Like another person don't make you whole. You gotta be whole first.
Yeah.
And I learned that the hard way. I dated somebody who wasn't. I've been through everything. I dated somebody I wasn't physically attracted to, and that relationship didn't work. I dated somebody that I was, mentally attracted to, but not physically. That didn't work. Physically, but not mentally, didn't work. I dated somebody who had issues, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to just show her I'm such a good dude that it's going to fix everything. No, that shit don't work. That person got to be themselves whole. Then you can come in pretty much whole, and you dealing with a little bit, she dealing with a little bit. It's no, y'all can fix it. But if they dealing with a whole bunch, and you dealing with a whole bunch, it's like, it's just too much madness.
Yeah.
You can't do it. So I don't know. I'm not cool with the whole bitter shit.
You can't have no peace in that.
Yeah, bitter. Stop it. Don't nobody like that shit.
And I think the reason why so many of them are bitter is because I want us to just say black women because that's the only ones I have experience with. So if you date other women, fill that in. Mexican women, Chinese women. But I think women as a whole are so eager to be in a relationship that they put expectations on everybody they messing with.
Right.
Like this dude they just met yesterday.
They
come home to their girl and be like, "Ooh, girl, I met this dude. He seems so, they're overly excited about this dude, and they don't know nothing about him yet.
Nothing.
But they're so eager to be in a relationship, so they're so used to calling us thirsty. The thirst is really on them,
right?
Because they're thirsty to be in a relationship. We might be thirsty for some ass,
right?
But the thirst doesn't go farther than that.
No,
I'm not. They're not. I mean, I'm not me, but men aren't thirsty to be with a woman and get married. That's not the thirst. Don't come from there,
right?
He look at her ass and be like, I want to fuck that bitch. But the thirst ain't coming from, oh, I just want to be with a woman and love her forever.
No,
You're not thinking that when you see
but that's not true. It's dudes like that. You see them jump from relationship to relationship, Section 8 to Section 8. They you know what I mean? Like, they meet the bride one day, and then the next day, they, like, cupcake loved up. You know what I'm saying? And like you always said, look, I'll just call you in 6 months.
Right.
And you'll be single again.
Right, because they talk so much shit when they get into a relationship. Like a girl that you used to mess with.
Oh, yeah.
And then she'll be like, oh, I got a man now. He's real good. Yeah, whatever. I'll be like, look, I'm going to just call you in 6 months. Because the average relationship lasts 6 to 8 months.
Right.
So, and they used to get mad at that for a while until they realized I was right.
Right. I mean, it's just like, that's why I don't take none of that shit serious a lot of times with dating. Because a girl will tell you, I had somebody I was dating, and they'd be like, oh, I love you. You the best. I've never had a dude as great as you. Wow. Oh, my God, you're my soulmate. Whoa. Then after you guys break up for whatever reason, you see the next dude, oh, this was my soulmate. It was so good to finally have somebody who could understand me. I've never had this before. And you look at like, really? Really?
Again?
Right, yeah. It's like, oh, I thought I was all, oh, okay. That's why, I don't let that shit pump my head up. A girl can't tell me shit. Like, I see it with actions.
Yeah, you show me.
Yeah, if I know you in 3 years and you still saying that, I'm that dude, and can we not be together and I still be that dude? Can you not have nothing to gain and I'm still, soulmate?
Right.
We not together, but I'm still soulmate. I'm still, I'm still the love of your life. No, that shit don't happen. Yeah. I say it all the time. Women like you, women and men, they love you as long as they like you.
Yeah.
Trademark. Yeah. They love you as long as they like you. That's right. Soon as they stop liking you, they don't love you no more. Hey, you ready for the next topic?
That's right.
We're ready. This is about to go down.
Bring the house down.
This is about to go down. So, I wanted to talk to you about this new, it's kind of like newish to me. It's getting bigger in porn and stuff now. The whole gagging, deep throat thing and the coughing and the, suffocating females. Well, how do you feel about that?
I think it's stupid.
It's like the big globs of spit.
Yeah, I don't need all that mess because we're most likely at this age we're most likely in a bed. When I was younger, we'd be in the car, and I definitely don't want all that spit on my leather.
Right.
But I just think they're copying porn when they do it, and it's not as impressive for a regular girl to be doing that. I mean, Janet Jack me doing it. It's like, oh shit, but. I don't get excited over that.
I mean, but the whole thing about the deep throat, and I think that women don't understand this. The deep throat thing is to massage the penis with all the aspects of your throat.
Right.
It's supposed to be gripping and moving, and if it's just going to the back of your throat and you're choking, and then you're wiping spit all over the place. Oh, wow. I don't know.
That's just nasty.
I think it's kind of... Okay, so, what happened to me, what made me think about this, before, I was having sex with this girl, and she said, hey, I want you to fuck me from behind, turn me over, and come down my throat.
Watch out.
So, I was like... I was like, this is the greatest day ever.
Say it again.
Right? And so that aspect of deep throating or something like that, now that sounds sexy.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
And
I was very, very impressed.
I'm inspired.
Right. It was inspiring.
Right.
And so I just want to give a public service announcement. The whole deep throat thing is good, but if you're going to do it right. Your whole throat is supposed to massage the penis when it's deeply throated.
That's why they call it throat pussy.
Right, it's throat pussy. Your throat is acting like a pussy. So if you're doing it just to be coughing and gagging, that's just stupid. So, and then also, the whole sucking dick like it's a fucking race. Where it's just like, like Speed Racer is giving you head. Guys, we don't like that. We want you to take your time. We want to see you giving us head. And what about the whole spitting on it thing?
I don't like the spitting on it thing. Because sometimes they miss. I mean, I've had it before, and she missed and spit on my blanket. And that's not cool. I mean, it's like, well, you gonna spit again till you hit it? I mean, this is just ridiculous.
I don't want to clean up spit.
Yeah, I don't really need all that much spit on it anyway. I mean,
I like it super wet though.
Yeah, the sloppy toppy.
Yeah, I like it super sloppy. So if you do the deep throat to get the super sloppy doppy, I'm okay with it. But just the spit on it, sometimes it's kind of weird. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I think Pinky kind of started that.
Yeah.
And Superhead.
Yeah, well, definitely Superhead.
So I sent out a text to text and emails to a group of people asking them when guys are giving oral sex, what do most do wrong? So, I mean, we're not going to just hear and just talk about the girls, so I got some females.
Watch out.
And so, first girl said, this was Sylvia that was on the show. She said, most guys stop too soon trying to hurry up and get their turn to get in the pussy all over the place. When the woman says stay right there, they mean stay right there.
Yeah, that sounds like English to me.
Right. I mean, that's what I said.
What else you got to tell me?
So the next person I hit said, okay, men also, they don't listen. You can't give me oral the way that you gave the last girl oral. My kitty is special, and not all women like their clits to be sucked. I personally hate that. Have you ever experienced a girl who hated her clit being sucked?
Lies she tells. No. I think it depends on how the guy sucks it. Uh-huh. She just experienced the wrong dude, but I don't think there's any woman that hates her clit.
She says she hates it. She says men also note that because she's scooting away doesn't mean she's enjoying it. Most of the time it's because we want you to stop. If you're doing a good job, we will put you in, grab your head, ears, no running or pushing away. And that ABC things the dude do with their tongues is annoying. And most kids better results when they lick side to side instead of up and down.
Side to side is hard. I mean, side to side is unorthodox. You can catch a tongue cramp doing that side to side. I do it a little bit, but not a lot. But I'm aiming to go up and down.
Well, now that's gonna help somebody.
Yeah.
Because she said a couple things that's real important. Like, hey, you can't give oral sex the same. She doesn't like her clit sucked, and she wants you to go side to side. And scooting away doesn't always mean it's doing good.
Wow.
So the next one was. Okay, the next one's that they are too rough and in the wrong spot. I said, what's the wrong spot? All over the place. Hit the clit, and that's the pleasure spot.
See, now she thinks of it another way.
Right, yeah, she went totally a different way with it.
So I guess it just depends on who. Maybe you have to have that conversation.
There you go.
Or you just go down there and lick everything.
And so the next person said, they don't do an equal amount of sucking, licking, and tongue fucking. So she's saying that they don't spread it out. So if those are the three categories, sucking, licking, and tongue fucking, that they need to do those in 33.3% of the time.
Wow.
So there was 3 different things that you need to do. Okay, so this was one more like on what you were just kind of saying. They don't use enough spit. I said, what does that mean? Nothing worse than a dry tongue.
Yeah. Why would your tongue be dry anyway?
I mean, I guess if you're pushing it out there and you're,
I think a dry tongue is like a dog's nose that's dry, that means you're sick. That means something's wrong with you.
All right, next person. They're not paying attention to a woman's body cues. A woman will tell you what she likes and what she doesn't like, but you have to be in tuned enough to know. True, that's a good point.
That's true.
Okay, here we go. The next one is all right. That wasn't another one. That one didn't answer. Okay. They don't pay attention to the reaction. They aren't in tune. It's not like a sport. It's an art. It should be an art.
Yeah, and I'm an artist. That's something else. But why wouldn't he pay attention to her body and her reaction if he's down there suffocating?
Right. Maybe he just can't breathe.
I mean, I'm down there with your thighs as earmuffs. I want to pay attention so we can get this shit over with.
This was one. I really don't like head. I said, why not? I need penetration. Head does nothing to turn me on. Did something happen wrong?
Yeah,
no.
Bite her
I just like penetration better. Head's okay. Men think licking the lips is head. No, licking the clit. That's cool, but I need penetration.
See, that's why. Because he was just licking her lips. He was down there fucking around. She's actually not had head before. That's what it is.
So she hasn't got the real thing.
Right. She's just got labia licking. That's just stupid.
Okay. Next one said, it doesn't take time to learn what a woman likes. Biting and gnawing on it, no good. Also, they only want to lick it for 2 minutes, but they want their dick sucked for 12 minutes.
12 minutes is not a long time. I mean, what the fuck she complaining about? I'm down there with my chin hair in your pussy. For 2 minutes, that's a long time. I'm coming up soaking.
Okay, other one was tongue should be soft, not hard.
Wow.
During arousal, a woman's clit is already hard. 2 hard objects create friction.
Right. Start a fire.
Right. So she's basically saying, hey, you be soft and be gentle.
See, yeah. She's not into the S&M.
No. No, so this one said, they just play around outside the pussy. Open the pussy up, lick it, suck on the clit. You know what I mean. The tongue in the pussy. Most guys don't do that. Need to learn on sucking on the pussy and sticking a finger in at the same time.
Oh. How am I going to hold myself up?
You just fall.
God damn it. She's going to have to ride my face then. Fuck it.
So that was like some of the reactions to that. So we want to give it to you both sides. What guys think is crazy and what girls think is crazy. Mm-hmm. So just both sides of it.
Makes sense. That's a good thing. See, at least I didn't learn nothing. But somebody else might.
So you want to get into the question?
Yeah, I got the question here. This is from Grown Folks Conversations. The question is, am I wrong for taking back someone who has cheated on me over and over again because I just want to be loved by him? He was talking to other girls, saying things he should have been telling me. Is it ever going to stop?
Of course you're not wrong. It's not your fault. Men have extra, brain cells, which allows us to date multiple women.
Right. The synapse is firing in the brain. We need more stimulation than you because you're boring.
Right. So now let's be honest. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you a quick story. I had a friend. She was dating she had a friend who had a friend. We went to go see her friend. Her friend had a husband. So her friend husband seen my friend at a club, and so the wife said I should go to the club too. The husband says that's no place for you. Like, you shouldn't be out there.
Wow.
So my friend turned to me and said, Jay, you're such a gentleman. You would never treat a girl like that. I said, bullshit. I said, if she would let me treat her bad, of course I would treat her bad. Yeah. Like, why wouldn't you? If you could get away with it, why wouldn't you get away with it? And it was like, well, that's not being a nice guy and all this. I'm like, obviously, if she's letting him do it, she must like it.
Yeah, she doesn't want a nice guy.
She doesn't want a nice guy. And she just looked at me in utter disbelief. And she was like, have you ever did something like that? I was like, no, I've never dated anybody that let me do that.
I've never been so lucky.
Right. I was like, I don't date girls that, I haven't. But, if I found out, I'm sure I would.
Right.
Like, it isn't that you're a bad person that you do somebody like that. But sometimes you just take advantage of the situation, and people do. So, is he ever going to stop? No.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Because you're not going anywhere.
Right. You have to put your foot down.
Yeah. And people don't change unless they want to. There's nothing you could do to make him change. You can't lose weight. No. You can't change your hairstyle. No. You can't learn some new tricks in the bedroom. He doesn't give a fuck.
Right. But now, there is things she could do. Like, if she had no ass and got butt implants and he likes big butts.
Yeah.
Yeah. You could always fuck with somebody else. Because one thing about men and our women, men especially, we're still like kids. We don't like nobody else playing with our toys. So you put two babies in a pen, and one wasn't playing with the toy, another one grabbed it, the other one wanted. Yeah. So the best way is to move on with your life. Yeah. Be successful. Right. Be that one that he looks back at and can't live without, because you are successful. You're strong. You didn't put up with his shit. Guys like when girls don't put up with their shit.
Yeah, they do. Don't be bitter.
No, don't be bitter.
Be better.
Be better. Don't be bitter. Be better. Trademark. But guys like that. Guys like, we want what we can't have. Mm-hmm. And guys are natural hunters.
Hunter-gatherers.
So we like the chase. Right. You're no longer a chase. You're dead meat.
You're dead meat.
And you're not wrong. The thing is, you can't help who you love.
Yeah, you're a glutton for punishment, but if that's how you are, then that's fine.
And then the other thing too, just know that he is what a P? What's it called?
Polygamous?
Polygamous.
Yeah.
He's a polygamist. Accept it. Yeah. There's a bunch of people who are polygamous, and it's fine. That's their lifestyle. He is, and he don't know it.
Join the party.
There's people who you don't have to be. There's people who are married to polygamists, and they're not.
They understand that.
They understand.
Most of them are rich.
So there's nothing wrong with understanding that person is for who they are. Yeah. And love him for who he is.
Like Cassie and Puffy. Right. She understands that he gonna fuck with other bitches.
If that's what you want to be, if you want to make him stop, that's a hard one.
Yeah, you can't make him stop. He has to want to.
Right, and obviously he doesn't want to.
Yeah.
But why should he?
He's not gonna stop till he's tired and stuff stop working.
Yeah, or his thing fall off.
Yeah, that too.
So I just say, A, protect yourself. Mm-hmm. If you know that he's gonna be with other people. Yeah. B,
get your self-respect back.
Yeah.
Get a hobby. Get some new friends. I'm not saying guys, but girls. Get yourself a hobby.
And the other part about it too, if you guys are dating, I think the problem is, if you guys are dating, stop acting married. Yeah. You guys are just dating. It's okay for him to go out with other people. Right. You need to go out with other people. That's what dating is about. That's how you see who you want to be with. You girls and you dudes so quick to try to jump into relationships and jump into marriage type relationships. Forget that. Just go date. Right. If he's out with other people, take your butt out with other people. Yeah. If he's having sex with other people and you like, oh, you only have sex with one person, well, stop having sex with him and then start having sex with somebody else who only wants to have sex with one person.
That's right. Make that your one person.
Yeah. Like if you only
she's frustrated.
Yeah. God damn it.
God damn it, bitch. Get it right.
No, but
I'm a doctor, not a scientist.
But really, really, honestly, I say, don't compromise yourself.
Yeah. Don't sell yourself short.
Yeah. If that's not the situation you want to be in, then don't be in it. If somebody is real and honest with you from up front and they tell you, hey, I don't want a relationship, I like kicking it with you, you are hella cool, then just roll with that. If they're lying to you and try to make it like they want a relationship when they really don't, then that's something totally different. So if they're doing that, they're playing with your emotions, and that's not cool.
No.
And And no dude should ever play with no girl emotion. No girl should play with no dude emotions. If that's not the situation you want to be in, don't be in it. If you accept it and you accept him, then accept everything that comes along with him.
Yeah. Spoken from the good doctor.
Man. Hey, this show's super long.
But hope you enjoyed it.
Hey, we'll catch you guys next week. Peace. So that concludes our show tonight. We know there's a lot of podcasts you could be listening to.
And should be listening to.
So we thank you for riding with us. I'm J.R. Rydha.
And I'm Kerry Witta K. Make sure you look us up on Facebook or Instagram, or get at us on grownmenchoppingitup@gmail.com. That's spelled out GROWNMENCHOPPINGITUP. And remember, everybody kneeling ain't praying.
Peace.